Just loved the last Fishy song. Yeah, well, sure, make another. Hope you guys enjoy. It's a banger. Tacky, wacky. I don't know what the place, but the fishy on me. Got a lot to be, but the fishy on me. Got a new, I'll slap your knee. Fishy on me, fishy on me. I don't know what the place, but the fishy on me. Got a lot to be, but I'll slap your knee. Fishy to be, but I don't know ye. Fishy on me, it's a fishy to be. I don't know what the place, but the fishy on me. Fishy on me, fishy on me.
Good morning, Eagle Nation. It's Monday. It's October the 11th. It's the 42nd day of school. It is Indigenous Peoples Day or Columbus Day, depending on how you look at things from history. Wherever you may be, please stop. Please stand. Let us all rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. I hope you're dressed for success. Hope you're back to us safely after what I hope for you was a restful fall break. We have a lot going on, so tune in and listen close. We continue our celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month today, but before we do that, we had a song dedication. That one was dedicated to Ms. O'Gara. The song you heard was Fishy on Me. And the song dedication was from Malik Haro, who said, I want to dedicate this song to Miss O'Gara. Thanks for being my teacher. Thank you, Miss O'Gara, and thank you, Malik, for that uplifting song dedication on this Monday morning. Now, to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we are not going to add 5 new things this week. This is the end of the month. It ends on October the 15th. But we are instead going to see how well you've been listening as a class and even start to challenge you to think about the coordinate grid, the coordinate plane, and the coordinate grid. So this might take some time, but it's okay. We have a lot of future opportunities to play a game like this. You can start learning today. So here's how it works. Each day this week, I'm going to announce a clue that describes one of the images below. So after the announcements, your teacher will have to show you the images below this video, above this video, and you'll see 2 things. You'll see a grid, and then you'll see some larger images, and they're just the same images that we've celebrated for the last 13 days or so. So if you've been listening closely, today is your day to shine. Today is your day to be a hero in your classroom and help them out, because each correct submission will earn points. And at the end of the week, we will total those points, and then we'll have some kind of prize for you. I don't know, maybe a banana, maybe something else. We'll have to decide when the end of the week comes. But the important thing is that you work together as a class, that you have fun doing it, and that you challenge yourself to use your brain to recall information and celebrate our fellow Americans and fellow classmates who celebrate Hispanic heritage cultural traditions. So here it is. For today, here's your clue. Listen in. I'll only say it one time. You can write it down if you want to. You could also just listen very closely. This individual was born August 18th, 1934 in Carolina, Puerto Rico. This person excelled in athletics as a youngster and at the age of 17 was playing for the Santurce Crabbers of the Puerto Rican Baseball League. The Dodgers signed this person the following year, and by 1954, this person was playing for their AAA team in Montreal. The quote that I shared with you previously was this from the Dodgers scout. He said, well, I said to myself, there's a boy who can do 2 things as well as any man ever lived. Nobody could throw any better than that, and nobody could run any better than that. Who is this individual? Figure that out first as a class. Who is this individual? And secondarily, once you've looked at all of those pictures and you've figured out who that individual is, you'll have to go to the coordinate grid above it and identify what are the X and Y coordinates. To do that, you begin by putting your finger right there at 0, 0 in the middle of those crosshairs. Put them on 0, 0, and then you identify by counting to the right if it's a positive number, or to the left if it's a negative number. Once you've identified how far to the right or to the left you're going to go to get to your coordinates, then you're going to choose another number. You're going to go up if it's positive, or down if it's negative. By doing so, you'll have chosen 2 numbers, an X, Y coordinate that shows the location of the photograph or the image that you have identified. So, good luck for today. Once you've got it, please encourage your teacher, very kindly, to go ahead and click on the link in the directions on the Google site. And you'll submit your homeroom name plus answer 1 plus the coordinates. It's that simple. And if you didn't get it today, don't worry. We're going to play this every day this week. And if you don't get it then, that's okay. Next month is Native American and Alaska Native Month, and we'll play a similar game at the end of November. So you'll have multiple chances and opportunities to play. Have fun while you're doing it, and good luck to you. And now, some announcements that pertain to all of us. This week, coming up, we begin Cycle 2. This is week 1 of Cycle 2 for Walk to Read for all of you in kinder, first, second, and third grade. Keep practicing your reading skills, phonological awareness, and phonics. Read, 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 and know whether they are open or closed syllables. Know whether it is a silent E word. Know your words, practice them well, learn them well, and keep reading. Tomorrow is our day 3 of our COVID pool test. If you're not yet signed up, get there. Tomorrow is also volleyball football tryouts for anybody in 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. It'll be right after school until 6 o'clock p.m. That's tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow is also a PBIS meeting for staff. So teachers, if you're on the PBIS committee, first of all, thank you. And second of all, your meeting will be 3:45 to 4:45 tomorrow. Also tomorrow is a PTO meeting. So if your parents are interested, please share with them. We want as many parents as possible. We will make it possible for them to come in person. I'll have more details on that, or online. We'll have a Zoom link so they can participate in a couple of different ways, and we'll do it safely. Wednesday for you teachers is report card prep. There is an optional training for you teachers if you'd like to attend the LOI training. It is optional, but it is there for you if desired. And then on Thursday, our very first meeting for the 100th Anniversary Committee will be after school, 3:45 to 4:45, and then volleyball tryouts Thursday, Friday. Last big reminder, this is an important one. So everybody listen close, staff and students alike. There is no, or rather, let me back up. Peer is currently available to only the first 20 people who were on the wait list. Now, there were 72 of you on that wait list, but 20 of you have been identified and called and finished your application, and you will stay today by going to the cafeteria after school. That's where Peer meets, in the cafeteria. And you'll look for Ms. Vianney Herrera, and she's going to give you directions. For anybody else that has not yet been called for Peer, you have to have your own arrangements for after school today. This was announced during the break several times. And one of the options was for you to go to Boys and Girls Club. So, if you are going to Boys and Girls Club, there will be a bus for you. You will go to the bus bay following all the other bus riders, and you'll look for a white bus that says Phoenix Elementary School District on it, and you'll look for a bus driver. That's me. I'll wave to you from the window, and I'll say, move on back. You'll get on the bus, and we will drive over to Boys and Girls Club, located at 1330 North 15th Street, and you can stay there until your parents pick you up. So, to be clear, after school, you're either going to go as a walker and walk home, or you're going to go as a car rider and go to the car line, or you're going to go to Peer, but that only pertains to 20 of you. You're going to go to the cafeteria if that's you, or you're going to go to the bus bay. Those are the only 4 options. Car, walker, Peer, or bus bay. And if you're going to Boys and Girls Club, you're going to that last one. That's the bus bay. I'll drive you to the Boys and Girls Club. All right? If you have questions, ask your teacher. And teachers, if you have questions, call the front office. But those are the 4 options. Let's help our students get there safely today, and we'll do it together. Thank you for that. If you need to know more information, please check out the WAG Teachers. There's lots of information in there for you. Read very carefully because there's a lot going on, and this is hopefully the most concise way and the most accurate way for you to stay tuned to what's going on. All right, enough of that. Let's get to some words of wisdom so you can get to the business of teaching on these long announcements today. If you're still with me, thank you. Today is on the topic of positive thinking. Now, our word for the week is optimism. 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 Dr. David Sutton is a college professor who studied 101 people with stressful jobs and discovered that pessimists, those are people who look at life in a negative way, deal with problems by simply complaining. They don't take actions that will help solve their problems. On the other hand, optimists Do you remember Optimus Prime from Transformers? Optimists, people who view life in a positive way. They deal with problems in practical ways, like making an extra effort, getting organized, or getting help. He says positive thinking can help relieve stress. So are you feeling stressed about something? Ask yourself this: am I being a pessimist? Am I just complaining and not doing anything about the problem? If the answer is yes, try being more positive. Look for a solution. Talk to someone who can help. Get busy doing something about your problem, and maybe some of that stress will disappear. With something to think about, this is Mr. Lodato. Mask up, keep your distance, stay in your cohorts, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
I don't know the place, but the fishy on me. To his be off, slap your knee.